welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really fun makeup tag video for you. Today we're talking about all things high-end makeup, luxury makeup, and it is the high-end makeup tag. This was originally created by Jen Phelps here on YouTube. I haven't watched her video. I actually just watched Mandy Leah's video today and I thought it was so fun and right up my alley, just stuff that you guys have seen on my channel. So I said, you know what, why don't we go ahead and do this? So during the video, give me a like if you like what you see. Definitely consider subscribing. We like to talk about all things makeup on my channel, mostly high-end luxury makeup, but we're definitely dabbling in some indie makeup in 2021. So if that's your thing, if you like high-end luxury makeup, maybe some indie makeup, but just talking about makeup in general, definitely consider subscribing. Don't forget to go follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. That's where all the fun's at, guys. So definitely go check me out there. If you're interested in this look that I've got here, let me know in the comments down below. I can definitely put together like a quick Instagram video for you guys so that you guys can see how I accomplished it, but I'm totally digging it, guys. Totally digging it. Don't forget to hit your notifications to all so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Without further blabbering, let's get started. Question number one, if you could only use one high-end brand, what would it be? I think for people that have been watching my channel for a little bit, I think you guys would probably know this. And there was actually no question in my mind about which brand that would be. And of course, we're talking about Chantecaille. Chantecaille is a brand that I fell so hard for in 2020. I just love the people that work there. I love the products. And then I also like that they are beauty with a purpose is what I like to call it. Like a lot of their products do have a philanthropic aspect to them. And so I definitely love that part of it as well. I feel like I'm doing something good when I support their brand. But their products are amazing. And the reason that I chose Chantecaille is not only do I love them so much, but it gives me a little bit of everything that I need. And the part that I'm mostly like so into, of course, you know, Future Skin, foundation, the luminescent eye shades. I love all of those, but it's their skincare. So I thought if I could be stuck with one high-end brand for the rest of my life, that would give me everything that I need. So it would be Chantecaille. Question number two, what is, in your opinion, the most underrated high-end luxury makeup brand? In my opinion, I would have to say it's Kogan Do. I absolutely love their complexion products. I've ordered a couple lipsticks in the past and I love their lipsticks as well. And then recently I did start using their micellar spa water. It's like a first cleanse for your makeup and it's just amazing. And I'm kind of shocked that people don't talk about Kogan Do as much as I feel that they should. I mean, it's just an amazing brand and I'm looking forward to trying a little bit more in the future, but yeah, I absolutely think that it's an underrated brand in the beauty space. Ooh. Question number three, what do you think, in your opinion, is the most overrated brand in the luxury space? I would have to, and I thought about this for quite some time, and then I saw a post from Makeup Craze on her Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of made those comments recently, but I would have to say it's Tom Ford. You know, every single time, and I get that in the high-end luxury space, like pigment and color when it comes to high-end eyeshadow is not really a thing. I mean, you get like washes of color, you get a very classic, very professional, very beautiful look with high-end eyeshadows, but that's why I love the Dior eyeshadows so much, because they are high-end and I like the formula, but also you get a very big punch of pigment. And so that's important to me because I love color. I mean, you know, you guys know what I normally tend to gravitate towards. And so, yeah, when I think about overrated luxury brands, I would say Tom Ford. The Traceless foundation stick didn't work for me. Their eyeshadows are very lightly pigmented for the most part. I mean, they have one of my favorite of all time quads, which is the Double Indemnity quad. I love that quad so much. Like, you will have to bury me with it because I love it that much. But other than that, like, there's not that many. I mean, I did love the Mercurial quad this year, holiday 2020, but again, it's the pigment that I loved from it, you know? Their Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, I gave it a good go and it just didn't work for my skin either. So I would say they're kind of overrated and they're really expensive. So yeah, that's my answer there. Question number four, what's your favorite high-end product under $50? And I thought about this long and hard, and I would have to say that under the $50 threshold, my favorite product is the same as Mandy Leah's, which is the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I shared on my channel that I tried this for the first time, you know, like first quarter, early second quarter in 2020. This is almost gone. I love it so much. This is almost my everyday staple. You know, I usually go back and forth between this one and Chantecaille. And I love this concealer so much. It's so natural, but it gives me the coverage that I need. It doesn't crease. I do have to set this one, but either way, I don't mind. I just think it's such a beautiful concealer. And under the $50 mark, this is the one that would take the cake. Question number 5, what is a hidden gem in the luxury space that nobody really talks about? And the one that I chose just based on my collection is the Pat McGrath Under Eye Powder, Under Eye Setting Powder. I absolutely love this powder. You know, the top cracked off a little bit. I dropped it. But in general, this is such a beautiful, beautiful powder. After I do my concealer, I give it just a few minutes and then I go in with like, what is this one that I'm loving? The BK 108. And I just very, very lightly just kind of dust and then go under the eye. I will even take it down like my pore area, like any area that I touched with concealer, I will set with this powder. And it's so beautiful, it's so light. I have to tell you that initially when I purchased it, like I didn't really love it. It's almost like it took my skin like a week or two to get used to this formulation. But once it did, it makes my under eye look so, so pretty, blurred. I mean, it's just one of my favorite under eye setting powders. And I've talked about this before in my Pat McGrath videos, but I feel like this doesn't get enough love and it's amazing. Question number 6, what's your favorite high-end foundation? No questions asked, 100%, I have to go with my Chantecaille Future Skin. This is a gel foundation. I discovered this again earlier in 2020, and it is just the most beautiful, beautiful formula. I'm wearing it today. I mean, it's just so skin-like, and I absolutely love it. Now, some of you guys may have questions because I did recently review the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. And I have to tell you that that is absolutely, again, one of my top foundations. The reason that I choose this one over the Cushion Foundation is because the Cushion Foundation has a little bit more coverage, like heavier coverage, fuller coverage, not heavy in a bad way, but I'm like a very, very light coverage type of person. And so this one tends to be just a little bit lighter in coverage than the Cushion Foundation, but it's still very, very skin-like. But for my favorite high-end foundation, this is the one that I go with. Question number 7, what products do you tend to buy more on the high-end scale of things? You know, groups of products. So I would have to say like this one was tough for me because like everything that I typically tend to buy is luxury or high-end. I do go and, you know, e.l.f., Milani, those are some of my favorite drugstore brands. But when I purchase those products, I'm purchasing those products to try, to test, to review for you guys. And so when it comes to just picking up a new powder, new foundation, new eyeshadow, whatever that may be, I always tend to buy everything luxury. That's just the space that I like. I like the overall experience. That's why I do it. So yeah, that one's a little tricky for me. Question number 8, what brand do I think is overpriced? This kind of goes in correlation with my overrated. So I would have to say Tom Ford, but I feel like also like Sisley. I have a couple Sisley products and I think they're absolutely beautiful. They work wonderfully, but like, I think they have a foundation. This is Teresa's Dead's like favorite foundation. It's like $150, $175 a foundation. Like, I just think that's so outrageous regardless of the skincare claims, which sometimes, I said this in a previous video, like the skincare-y side of foundations or whatever. Despite those, I feel like there's no formula in the world that would merit a $175 foundation in my opinion. But that's just me. So I would say Tom Ford / Sisley. Now don't get me wrong, Sisley's got some stands out there. Tom Ford does too, but I mean, again, this is just my opinion, just my opinion. Question number 9, what's your favorite high-end limited edition product? And I would have to say, like, before I discovered this product, it would have been the Chantecaille Blur Powder. Although technically speaking, it is coming back this summer, so it won't be limited edition anymore. But when it comes to limited edition, my favorite product right now is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Highlighter. This highlighter is absolutely beautiful. I talked about this in a recent video where I was reviewing the Anastasia new highlighter, the Iced Out highlighter, but this is such a beautiful lit from within glow. It is absolute perfection. It makes your skin glisten and look like glass, and it just goes on seamlessly, and no texture, nothing. It just looks so beautiful. I love this product so, so much. Question number 10, what is the best high-end eyeshadow formula in my opinion? I went back and forth on this. I mean, there's so many out there, but I would have to go with Mama Pat. As I'm dipping into like indie and other brands and just expanding and trying new things, you know, I find some really beautiful formulas out there, but honestly, like, I mean, her shadows just blend on their own, you guys. They do all the work, and you gotta hand it to her. She makes a beautiful, beautiful product. And so for best eyeshadow formula in the high-end luxury space, I say Pat McGrath. The next one's really bad. What is the worst eyeshadow formula in the luxury space? And I kind of had no hesitation when I looked at this question. I like just wrote it out. I already knew. In my opinion, based on my opinion alone, I would have to say Suku. I did not enjoy their palette. I have the holiday palette. It's like a baked gelée formula. I couldn't get any pigment out of that palette if my life depended on it. I mean, I dug into it with my fingers, with a brush, with, I mean, all kinds of stuff, and I just couldn't get the pigment that I desired. The colors looked beautiful, and I loved the color story, which is why I picked it up, but I just couldn't get it to perform well for me, and I had some people say the same, so I'm thinking it's not just me. In my opinion, I probably wouldn't pick up another Suku eyeshadow palette in the future. Question number 12, what is a high-end luxury brand that you used to love but don't care for too much anymore? And that's hands down Hourglass, and this is on principle alone. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that their products aren't beautiful. I absolutely love their products, powder products mostly. I have tried their concealer, which was good for me. I love their lipstick formula, and you know, at the end of the day, like just on principle, I cannot support them. I will not buy from them again. I had actually purchased some really pretty Hourglass products for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I returned that shit. I'm not playing with them. I'm not messing with them. If they can't be inclusive, if they can't get their shit together, then they don't deserve my money. And to be honest, I would challenge most people. They don't deserve your money either. Like, everybody needs to stand together for equality, for diversity and inclusion of all shade ranges. Like, nothing's worse than talking about a beautiful product and then somebody watching my video and saying like, yeah, that's cute, Yadi, but I can't use it because they don't make a shade for me. Like, I think that's just BS. It's 2021. Everybody says this. I know it's a clicky thing to say, but it's the damn truth. So I don't care for them anymore. Question number 13, high-end product that you didn't expect to like, but totally wowed you. So a few months ago, I did a 5 underrated product swap with Al Feisty here on YouTube, where basically I gave her 5 of my products that I felt were underrated that I thought she would really like, and vice versa. Well, one of the products that she recommended to me was the Westman Atelier blush stick. This is in the shade Petal, and oh my goodness, you guys. The reason, I mean, I expected it to be good because Al Feisty has really great taste and she kind of knows her luxury brands, but I thought I wouldn't like it because I have more of an oily skin type, and so I thought a cream blush, this is just gonna slide everywhere, it's not gonna look good, you know, whatever. And I was so surprised. I mean, this blush is spectacular. You put it on, I usually just put it on a little bit, just dab a couple dots on there, and then I'll spread it out with my fingers or with a sponge, anything that you spread it out with. This will make your cheeks not only rosy in such a beautiful way, but it makes them look like glass. I mean, it's so, so pretty. The pigment doesn't slip and slide anywhere. It stays put, it's long lasting, and I just love it so much. I really want to try the foundations, but as you see my next few videos, like, there's no way I'm trying the foundation in 2021. So yeah, this is a product I didn't think I'd like, but man, it is such a stunner, you guys. Like, any color that you get in this product, you will absolutely love. And the last question, question number 14. What is your favorite high-end eyeshadow palette right now? And I will have to say, I have a few that are my favorites right now, but they weren't considered high-end, and so I'll leave those for another video. But my favorite right now that I'm enjoying so, so much are the 2 nude mattes by Viseart. This one's called the Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette, okay? This one's also called the Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Now, you're gonna say, excuse me, Yadi? Like, what the flip is going on? Matte eyeshadows and neutrals? And so what I have to say is that, like, man, these eyeshadows are so, so beautiful. The formula blends out so beautifully. I had a couple of the petite ones and had not really focused too much on an all matte palette, but man, these are so, so amazing. And to be honest, like I'll go in with these matte palettes and then I'll go in with some shimmer or like some more pigmented color, but I am just loving these right now. These are always like my base palette and then I go in with the shimmer or whatever else I'm gonna go in with. So I'm really, really loving these. These I got super lucky because my sister has BoxyCharm and so they had a pop-up and these were going for like $12 or $15. And I thought, maybe they're old. Like maybe the formula won't be as yummy and beautiful and blend out like a dream. No, these are working just fine. And I'm so excited that I have these. It's a lot of matte neutrals, but I'm loving it and I'll be enjoying these for a couple years to come. So yeah. And there you have it, guys. There is my high-end makeup tag. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned just a little bit more about what my likes and dislikes are, maybe my general thoughts. And you know, one of those things, sometimes it's like, I kind of check myself like, well, how do I really feel about this? Let me just think long and hard because you know, sometimes my opinion will change, but you know what? That's just the way that it is. Sometimes we love something and we're obsessed with a certain product or formula, and then we just change our mind later when we try something else, and that's okay. But I thought that this would be fun. I'm kind of curious to see like what my answers will be like a year from now when I try more things. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Answer the questions down below in the comments. If you're a creator, feel free to recreate this tag. I thought that it was really fun. And you know, I'm looking to have more of these makeup tag conversational videos on my channel because I just love talking about makeup. I think it's fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this format of video. If you have any questions, any suggestions, anything, please leave those in the comments down below. I would love to hear what your answers are to all of these questions. So yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!